Hello YouTube, I am XxtayloralesanaxX and this video is a Barbie makeup tutorial. We'll be doing the look we have on today. We just will not be having the wig on, but we will be doing the look we have on right now. Of course, if you guys like this video, click like and subscribe down below. Leave your comments below if you have any requests or just any comments about this. This was an amazing video to do for you guys. I'm happy you guys all liked it and requested it. And I have not done a video in a while due to I broke a few teeth, my phone shattered, I was walking with a beautiful Melly Gordillo and I happened to fall. Not fun sitting in the dentist office for 2.5 hours explaining what happened and getting it fixed. But again, I hope you all enjoy this video. As always, I am XxtayloralesanaxX and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Okay, to start this tutorial, we're going to start with color correcting. And for I use our orange lipstick to color correct all the shadows. Orange blocks out blue and purple. So I'll be using by L'Oreal Paris. It's in number 260, it's Raspberry Rush. I'm going to take that on an angled brush. I'm just going to apply it where we need it. So now you should have something like this. I blocked out my upper lip and where my bearded area is. And you want to block out your eyebrows for this too with Elmer's glue sticks, spirit gum, stuff like that you want to block out your eyebrows with. Or you can just take them off like I usually do. So now we're going to move into concealer. Now my concealer broke open, so I kept in this little pot I have. It's a little MAC Studio pot. They're amazing for keeping stuff in. So we're going to apply a generous amount. I'm using Kat Von D concealer in the lightest color that they have. And we're going to use quite a bit of it because our Barbie look is very flawless. So we're just going and start that right now. So of course under the eyes, the upper lip, you want to conceal any pimples that you have, even if they're very small. Now before I did this video, I did use Cosmic Warrior by Lush for my skincare. Left that on for about 15 minutes, then washed off with hot water. I did that to lessen my pimples. So conceal all red areas where you have pimples. You want to conceal your neck, anywhere that you have anything bad on your neck. And now that you've concealed all the areas, we're going to take away the Kat Von D concealer and we're going to bring out its Tarte concealer. It has real Amazon clay in it, and this is in the lightest color that they go. And we're going to just conceal all over again in the exact same places. We're just going to let this dry for a few minutes. Now that it's dried, we're going to go back in with Tarte concealer and we're going to spread it where we need it. So upper lip, since it still has that red tint to it. And then brows, under the eye, bearded area, and pimples. When you do the upper lip, you want to tap it on and not smear it on. When you do it under the eye, you want to spread your eye like this so it goes everywhere. Now you should have something with almost a full concealed face. And that was using both of the concealers that we have. And now that we have that, we're going to go in with foundation. Now foundation for this tutorial is one of the most important parts. You want to use the exact one I use. If not, you can use Becca. I know Becca carries an amazing full coverage foundation. But Kat Von D carries an amazing ultimate full. I think it's the most coverage I could find anywhere other than stage makeup. So I'm using this one, Tattoo Locket Foundation in the color Light 45. Now I found this to be the closest Barbie color I could find because Barbie has a very pinkish yellowish tone and she has blonde hair. So we're going to do it with this one. And I'll put a little on my hand just to show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's ultimate coverage and it's really yellowy. It's really pigmented and I really like it, so we're going to be using that one. So I like to take it with my beauty blender and we're going to be using quite a bit. I'm going to use 2 pumps first and see what we need after that. So 2 pumps. So I find that 2 pumps are not enough. So I'm guessing another pump. We'll try it out and see how it works. And remember, you're going for a full plastic look, so you can put as much as you want up here too, because you're not going for the all natural look. You want to make sure you bring up the sides of your face. Now this is probably not going to be your skin tone, so you want to make sure you get it everywhere. When it starts drying as you go through it, you just want to kind of bring in this circular motion. Now we're going to go in for our neck. I'm using about a pump for this. So now it should look something like this. Now, you know, it's as flawless as you can get it right now. You can go in for another coat of concealer everywhere and then another coat of foundation. But to me, this looks pretty good. We still have to contour our face to look like Barbie, so we still gotta do our eyes and eyebrows, so that's gonna change it a little bit. But yeah, so this is the look for right now. So now I'm gonna set it using an HD mineral powder by Makeup Forever in translucent. I just tap it out like this. I have a little bit left, not a lot. We're gonna take it on a fluffy brush like this, and we're just gonna tap it in there and put it all over. And that's what it looks like set. So now we are done with this foundation, and we are gonna start contouring before we do the eyebrows. So contouring for Barbie. She has a very pinkish tone. She doesn't really have cheekbones. So we're not going to want to put too much bronzer to make cheekbones. We're just going to want to do kind of round out your face, because she doesn't really have a straight down feminine jawline. She has more of a round. So I find the one that works best for me is Neutrogena Shine Control Makeup Foundation. And it is in Fresh Beige 70. It looks something like this. This is the color. And it's a nice color. It's as long as you blend it correctly, it should come out somewhat like Barbie-ish. So you'll want to shake it. And we're not going to want to use too much, because too much will make you look like you're trying to do cheekbones and you're trying to change your face a lot. But we're just going to want to put a good amount. So I usually use what's in the cap, sometimes a little bit more. We're going to start with our cheekbones. So she doesn't really have cheekbones, but we do need to change the structure of our face. You're going to bring it straight up to the side of your nose, both sides. And then we're going to want to take the Beauty Blender and blend it out. It should look something like that. Now you want to tap it, not drag it. Because if you drag it, it could ruin your foundation underneath and shine through some pimples. Or whatever flaws you have. So now it should look something like this. Now this is just the cheekbones. So you notice we don't really have cheekbones. We just kind of have a flat face. Now we're going to want to do the jawline. So she has a very roundish jawline. So we're not going to go straight down, but we're going to go kind of just around like that. And I lied. I need more than what's in the cap. So just bring it down and around, just like that. And she has highlights in weird areas, so when we go to the highlights, it's going to be a little bit different. Like she has highlights right here, down the bridge, you know, normal places, but by her lip too, so it's kind of weird. But we, of course, need to look somewhat like Barbie. So we're gonna have to do that too. Make sure it's all blended out, because you want to pull off like you're wearing legit makeup. You're not doing a whole showing up the cheekbones and stuff like that. So it should look something like this, a lot more rounder than my normal face. Now, with making your face rounder, she usually has hair covering her forehead structure. So I'm gonna go ahead and think it's probably more roundish, just like so it matches her cheekbones. So we're gonna go for a full rounded face. just bronze it because it will change your bone structure just ever so slightly. You want to bring it around here, and I like to bring it down here. So it's like you're making a big circle. Now what that's going to do is really soften up your face. So notice there's a little bit of a highlight right there coming out. Now we're just going to blend it out. Now of course doing the Barbie look, it's going to look similar to Barbie, but of course she is plastic. We are not. So getting that is very difficult. You're going to really want to mattify all this. So now that we contoured, I bought this not too long ago thinking it would look good for a pressed finish, but it's actually really dark, and I didn't find that wearing it over a Barbie look would look too good, so I figured I would put it over the contour, because Barbie has very mattifying contouring lines. So this is by Sonia Kouchak, and it is in it's undetectable loose powder. Looks something like this. So we want to shake it a little bit, have a little bit out on the thing. We're just going to want to kind of press it down. And it should look something like this. So really just, you know, darker up here, kind of blending it all out. Now it's time for the highlight. Now, Barbie has a very strong highlight. And her cheekbones are more pinkish, so we're going with that, but her highlight, it's very fake. So I found you want a full coverage highlight because again, we are going for a plastic look. We are not going for a full actual face look. So I found, this is medium coverage, it's Sephora, 10-hour wear foundation is in the color clear. But this one is in clear light and it's number 5. This is the one we're going to be using for highlights. So we're going to take about a full pump on this. Just going to take our finger like this and bring it up. Now her highlight is going, it's actually going pretty far down. It's almost as it's doing what some drag queens do, it's a V. Okay, but I don't like doing a V, but we want to bring it up. We don't want to push it past here because she again is bringing her contour all around here. We don't want to bring it too far or we're going to look like really bad. So before it dries, you want to take your beauty blender and just start blending it out. So now it should look something like this. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a little bit more. I'm taking this on the end of the beauty blender, not dabbing it, but it's a highlight right here. Why, I do not know. And then she has a highlight right here and on her chin. Now it should look something like this. Now if you like this shimmery look, go ahead and keep it. But I am using baby powder for this, something you can find around the house. And I'm going to be taking it on a fluffy, one of these little fluffers. So we're going to want to take a little bit of baby powder. Just use any brand, it doesn't matter. Just gonna. And now we're going to do one more highlight right for our forehead. Now it's time for our nose. Now this is a longer process, so if you already have kind of a Barbie nose, go ahead and skip this part because this is going to be a really harsh contour nose. So I got this from Ulta. I got this little case of makeup right here, and it has on the top eyeshadows. I wish I knew what kind they were, but I do not. You could probably use any brown eyeshadow as long as it doesn't have a shimmer to it, because again, this is a mattifying look. I'm going to be taking this on an angled brush like this. And Barbie has a very slim, petite nose. Now, for me, that's going to be a little bit harder to do because I have more of a thicker nose. Okay, but I am going to try. So she has somewhat of a button nose, but she doesn't have like an actual contour line there. Just gonna start. Now of course that is really harsh. We want to soften it up. So I'll be taking an eyeshadow brush, a fluffy one like this, and we'll just be blending it out. You don't want to do a spiked nose where it goes whoosh, you know, you want to do a rounded nose. So now it should look something like this. Now we're going to go in for a highlight, and I'm going to be using just this powder highlight. It was in the box, and we're just going to bring it down like that. I'm going to blend everything out now. You can bring it down your nose if you have a lot on there. But I think it looks good, something like this. So a really petite nose. Now another thing that Barbie has is small nostrils. Now this is kind of a weird little tip, but I feel I want to do it because it's gonna change more of your lines. You want to take more of a brown eyeshadow and just, we're gonna be painting our nostrils. So it should look something like this. Notice the difference. Now it should look something like this. Really petite nose. Now eyebrows. For eyebrows, she has very brown eyebrows. She doesn't actually have hair on her eyebrows. I don't know about the nowadays Barbies, but the one I'm going by does not have hair on her eyebrows. So we are actually going to be doing, is by Sonia Kushak, and I've used this before in some of my tutorials. It's the brow kit. Something like this. I've already used the two colors on the left, but we're going to be mixing these two right here, the lightest brown and one of the darker ones. We're going to be mixing it using an angled brush. So something like this, and I know it's not that dark, so of course you can use Anastasia. But I feel that this one works a little bit better for this tutorial. You want to make sure your angle brush is really tight, pull it through some tissue if not. You just want to bring it up here. Now if you want to go for a more realistic eyebrow, what you can do is take hair extensions, cut them up, and start putting them on there. But this is the eyebrow that I like for the Barbie look. Now we're going to try. Eyebrows don't have to be sisters or twins, but they should be in the same family somewhere or another. Maybe third cousin or aunt and uncle, you know, something like that. So we're just gonna try to match it. So I feel it starts right there. So something like that. Again, they don't have to be sisters or twins. So now it's time for the eyes. Now, she has very angled eyes. Of course, I do not. So the eyes are a big process, very big process. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. What I like to do is start it with, this is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is foundation primer, but I like to use it for my eyelids, and it looks something like this. Now we are going to be going in, I'm going to be using a few pigments. This one is by MAC and is in the color white, and we're going to be taking this on an angled brush. Now it should look something like this, pure white. Now you want to take a fluffy brush, really, and you just want to put it like this and just sweep up to get rid of the fallout. Now white is not such a big thing for fallout, you know, it doesn't really matter if you get white as fallout. This is Magenta Madness by MAC. It's a pure pigment. Take on another angling brush. I like to dip a little bit in. Now this is very hot pink. I mean, this stuff is intense. But I'm gonna be taking on an angling brush just because I don't want it too intense. And we're gonna follow. Now you will get fallout. Now you kind of want to just bring it up a little bit. Bring it back down. You want to thicken it up. And it should look something like this. Now while the primer is still wet, we're going to go ahead and do it with the other eye. Beautiful blending brush. I'm going to kind of bring it back around. Now we are going to be going in with a Stila eyeliner, and it's pure black eyeliner, intense black, and I absolutely love it. It dries quick, and yeah, I don't wear upper eyeliner a lot, so I think it looks good, something like this. Now we're going to take off the fallout again, so now it should look something like this. Now we're going to do the under eye look, and dolls. This is more of an anime look too. Dolls have a very big eye. I will be using Clown White by Ben Nye. This is the lid. This is what it looks like inside. And you could buy the little one. There's a lot in it. It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot in it. And it should look something like this. So let's go ahead and do it on the other eye too. So it should look something like this. Now, a doll look cannot be finished without black eyeliner underneath to sharpen it up. So again with the Stila eyeliner, so I say somewhat like that. Now fake lashes. Barbie has intense lashes, so I took a pair of 100s EL black and cut it in two. I'm going to be using eyelash adhesive by Sensei. Pretty cheap. You could use bonding glue if you want, that's even cheaper. Wait about 15 seconds, then go ahead and apply it to the outer corner of the eye. And it should look something like that. Now while we're letting it dry, why don't we apply some blush? So I'm using Heather Silk by Wet n Wild, and I find this to be extra pigmented. So we'll just apply some of this. It's very pigmented, so we'll just apply a little bit. Now that we have let the eyelashes dry, we can go ahead and put some mascara on them. I'm using Extra Super Lash. And then after that, we are actually going to be taking an eyeliner. Barbie has very black eyelashes. I'm just painting our eyelashes black. So it should look something like this. Now do the same to the other eye. Now we can of course sharpen anything that we need up, so let's go ahead and do that. And now we apply the lips. Now we want to cover our lips in foundation and concealer first. Just because we'll be changing our lips. Make sure you get all over the lips like that. You want to blend it out. So it should look something like this. And then we want to take Candy Yum Yum by MAC. This is very pigmented. It is the ultimate Barbie lipstick I could find. So it looks something like this. Then we could apply a couple more coats. Let it dry and then apply one more coat. And then we're going to apply a little bit of gloss over the top. And I'm just applying it in the corner right here. Right there. The reason why is because she has that shine on the side. And this was the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you guys can copy the same when you guys want to. This was a really nice makeup tutorial to do. It was requested a lot, and I hope you all liked it. Hello YouTube, I am Taylor Alisana, and this video is a Barbie makeup tutorial. We'll be doing the look we have on today. We just will not be having the wig on, but we will be doing the look we have on right now. Of course, if you guys like this video, click like and subscribe down below. Leave your comments below if you have any requests or just any comments about this. This was an amazing video to do for you guys. I'm happy you guys all liked it and requested it. And I have not done a video in a while due to I broke a few teeth. My phone shattered. I was walking with a beautiful Melly Godillo and I happened to fall. Not fun sitting in the dentist office for 2.5 hours explaining what happened and getting it fixed. But again, I hope you all enjoy this video. As always, I am XxtayloralesanaxX and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.